Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I'm going to be letting you know the starting lineup and reserves for the Springboks in their upcoming match this weekend up against the Wallabies. But if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But nonetheless, let's get straight into the video. So very recently, the Springboks have announced their side. The game is going to be taking place on Sunday. It is going to be a 10:05 PM kickoff in Australia, but also it will be a 12:05 PM kickoff in South Africa for this game, and it should be a very exciting contest. The first time we have seen the Springboks and the Wallabies play in quite a wee while, so I am looking forward to it. They say that sometimes the hairs on your arms can stand up from games like this. My hair at the moment is well and truly sticking up to the sky, but nonetheless we will get straight into the starting lineup for the Springboks, and we will start with the front row. Number 1 is going to be Stephen Kitsoff, number 2 Bongi Umbanambi, and number 3 is going to be Frans Malherbe. Then looking at the locks, number 4, it is going to be Eben Etzebeth, who is always a very physical player out on that field, and it's going to be exciting to see what he can do up against a couple of maybe the younger locks for the Wallabies. The likes of a Darcy Swain could be quite a battle out on the field, and a tough day at the office for the youngster from Australia. But then at number 5, it is going to be Lou Diago. Is also a very talented lock, plays for Sale Sharks in the Gallagher Premiership, which is starting up next week as well. That's going to be a very exciting competition to get to watch alongside all of the rest of the games of the Rugby Championship. So now looking at the loose forward trio, number 6 is going to be the captain, Sia Khaleesi. Number 7 is going to be Franco Mostert, who has been a little bit of a dark horse in the games that we have seen recently, been playing very well, but really isn't one of those names that everyone is saying is one of the best performing players, but he certainly is a threat up against this Wallaby side. Marking up with him, more than likely Michael Hooper in the number 7 jersey for the Wallabies. But then number 8, very exciting name here for the Springboks. It is going to be the return of Dwayne Vermeulen. He is fit and ready to go in this game up against the Wallabies, and what a player he is when he gets the opportunity. Off the back of the scrum as well, going to be dangerous, and the Wallabies are going to have to shut him down early, or else that man can really just make a huge impact out there on the field. But now that is the fullback. So Kieran has just fallen over, maybe because of that return, but also because there is going to be another return. It is going to be Faf de Klerk in the number 9 jersey. So 8, 9, both returning from injury. De Klerk back, hasn't played since, I believe it was the second British and Irish Lions test match, so he is going to be looking forward to getting back out there and having a run round in Queensland. Both games from this round going to be played at the same stadium, and that is going to be the Cbus Super Stadium for this one. But now looking at 10, and they are going to go with the experience. Andre Pollard recently brought up 50 test caps for the Springboks. Very good with this kicking as well recently. So it is going to be pretty awesome to see him in that number 10 jersey alongside Faf de Klerk. A very good dynamic duo between those two with the kicking game there. But now number 11, it is Makazole Mapimpi. Very talented player, has a great strike rate in terms of try score per game, and he is going to be hoping to pick up 1 or 2 up against this Wallaby side. Looking at the centre combo, one of my favourite combos in all of world rugby when it comes to the centres, it is going to be Damien de Lende in the number 12 jersey, and then Lucanio on the outside in the number 13. Looking at 14, Cheslin Colby, once again dangerous player, scoring tries recently for the Springboks. Will be hoping to continue that try-scoring momentum. He's going to be marking up with the likes of Marika Korombeti, which, just thinking about that battle, gets me extremely excited for the game, and I just wish it was a little bit closer than Sunday, because we have still got a few more days to wait. Then looking at number 15 for this match, it is going to be Willie LaRue, who did very well in one of the past matches up against Argentina in terms of setting up the opportunity for Makazole Mapimpi to score a try in one of those games. Was covering a lot of ground, is also pretty good under a high ball. But nonetheless, that is the starting lineup for the Springboks. Now we will look at the reserves, and they are going to be as follows. So number 16, it is going to be Malcolm Marx, a man who is incredible when it comes to a rolling maul. Definitely also bringing the physicality in that front row. Then I think if it is going to be the case of the Springboks really trying to pour on the points in the later stages of this game, give that ball to Malcolm Marx. He had about 14 from 14 line-out throws in that last game that were straight, and unfortunately as soon as Umbanambi came on the field, was actually the first non-straight line-out of that match. But Malcolm Marx, line-out time and rolling maul, with that man go hand in hand. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do off the bench. Number 17 is going to be Oxner Sheh, and number 18 will be Vincent Koch for this one. A very good replacement front row for the Springboks in this match. Number 19, Marco van Staden, very good player once again, and they have got their bench is just as good as the starting lineup, the Springboks. Number 20 is going to be Quaka Smith. They've also got Jasper Visa on the bench at 21, so they're going with the 6-2 split on the bench here, the Springboks. And it's just going to be a tough day for the Wallabies when it comes to that physicality game. We've seen how strong South Africa can be when they really bring that dominance in the breakdown, and I think it is going to be no different in this game up against the Wallabies. I think the Wallabies will put up a decent fight, but when you see this bench of the Springboks, does make you think the last 20 minutes are going to be going their way. Then, number 21, it is going to be Herschel Yankees, also, I believe, returning from injury. Has been recently Kobus Reinach, who has been playing scrum half, and also Jaden Hendrickson did get an opportunity, although he did get injured in that second game up against Argentina, hence why he is not there. And then 23, to close out the starting lineup and reserves for the Springboks, it is going to be Damian Valimza. So that is the starting lineup and reserves for the Springboks, and we have still got a few days to go until the match has taken place, but as soon as the Wallabies announce their starting lineup and reserves, I'll be sure to make a video just like this one. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because we are going to be covering everything to do with these Rugby Championship games, and not just that, we are going to be doing the Curry Cup this weekend as well, so be sure to check out that. But nonetheless, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and also, like I mentioned, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one.